Now, when was the last time you thought, silence, that's my best friend? They're not, are they? Some are just ridiculously awkward, and others, well, we should never be able to get away with them. That's why in this video, I'm going to rank every type of awkward silence, from the smallest to the most criminal silence that exists in our conversations. If you're new here, then I'm Jamie. I study conversational friction, which is basically all the weird stuff in our conversations that we can't necessarily see impact the flow, impact how smooth our conversations are. And silence is one of the worst. For that reason, all week I've been paying attention to my Zoom calls, and I've noticed 6 silences that are extremely awkward, and I'm going to be rating them on this scale next to me. Write a comment in below if you don't agree or where you would adjust these to. So let's get into it. The first one is for when we're on Zoom. When we've said something, but there's that huge delay before they speak. It's like you can see their brains spinning. This is normally caused from when we have too much information. We've overwhelmed them with too much, or even it's an unexpected topic. For me, because it doesn't affect the conversation that much, I'm just gonna put it in the middle, and it's just one that we're used to. The second one on the list is the you go first. No, seriously, you go first. This sort of polite awkwardness, it can be recovered, but when both of you are trying to be polite, and we're British, we say please and thanks more than we should. We both want to wait till the other person started speaking, and this is most common when you're on Zoom calls, interviews, or even casual chats. It doesn't matter. So for that reason, I think this is really awkward. So I'm going to put it above the previous slightly, right here. The next one is, did I say something wrong? You know, this silence when you share an idea, but no one responds or reacts, and you wonder, should I repeat it again? This is usually when there's a group of you and people don't know how to respond. Do they jump in and agree with you, or do they not? So for this reason, I'm going to rank that one even higher, as it really makes you doubt what you've actually said. The fourth one, this is one of my favorites. When you have something great that you've been dying to tell somebody, you do, and it's silent. It's like you've shocked the whole room, they freeze, because they didn't expect you to say it, and you have this great information. For that reason, this silence is going to rate as one of the least awkward ones, because you're expecting silence for this one, unlike the other one. The fifth on the list is, that's just not funny. You make a joke and nobody laughs. Yeah, I've made them jokes before, I'm a dad, and it stings because starting with humour is risky business. If we mistime it or not understand where the other person is coming from, they might have just had a difficult few hours. So if we are starting a conversation with humour in particular, it's more likely that it's going to end up awkward and that silence will remain. So for that reason, for me, I'm going to put it right at the top. Humour's very risky business. Amazing, but risky. And the final one, number 6, which is one of my favourites for awkwardness, is when somebody comes into the conversation and you hear somebody say, right, let's get back, where were we? Those few seconds are a killer. You don't want to be involved in that conversation, and especially when we have entered the conversation not knowing what was happening in the first place, not priming our entrance in conversations. It does become very long. Even just a few seconds can drag. So for that reason, I'm also going to rate it very high, the top on the scale, for pure awkwardness. And there you have it. These are my 6 rated on my scales. Do you agree? Let me know. So how do we avoid this awkwardness in our conversations and prevent this conversational friction? For me, the best way is to realize that all silence isn't bad. It just is when the friction has started. If we can learn to spot these moments, then the next time we're in that situation, we can have more confidence in how to avoid them. Just like in the last one, if we prime the situation, if we approach people by reading their body language and understand that it was a good time to enter and whether or not they wanted us there, then this awkwardness, this silence could be prevented. What's the worst signs that you've ever had? Write them in the comments below and I'd love to check them out. Until then, see you next time.